What is up? What is up? Just the BetSlips family. It's your boy CJ with your boy Dog, coming to you with a couple things today. First off, we're coming with some hot tips to help you bet slips, and then two, we're gonna bring you a little NFL reveal. Like the schedule has been out. It has been released. It has doth been released. So we are going to discuss the best of the best here with just the bet slips. And again, we promise to bring you one thing and one thing only, and that is the hot tips to help your bet slips. Kel, I am enjoying the change of scenery for you today.
Hey, thank you.
Where you are sitting is different than you normally are, and I am enjoying that change of scenery.
Yes, I am in the kitchen right now. I have the house to myself, so I thought I would mix things up a bit.
Ah, I like it. I like that there's an ocean painting in the behind you. Yeah, wherever that. Nice. Nice. Look at Kel Dog moving up in the world. You should have a house to yourself more often. Anyway, let's. I don't know if anybody else in your family would think the same, but I think it. All right, Kel Dog, let's go ahead and get into the thing that makes sure that we do not get sued. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. As you can see, I am happy kraut and sad kraut or sauerkraut with depending on my beer situation. So I am definitely not a professional gambler. Georgia. So yes, this show is for fun and entertainment purposes only, hence the reason why I'm sauerkraut right now, because I have no beer. Second, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford and only bet what you can afford to lose. And last, certainly not least, gambling can be addictive, so please seek help if you need it. Utilize the help hotline of 1-800-GAMBLER if you find yourself in the downward spiral of gambling addiction, not just sports betting, but also in the casino and the ponies. If you find yourself in any sort of gambling addiction, please get the help that you need. Utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. So one, know that we are not paid professional gamblers. Two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk so you avoid number three, which is gambling addiction. But if you find yourself in gambling addiction, call 1-800-GAMBLER. That is the disclaimer. We are not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sportsbook. However, if you are a sportsbook out there, we'd love to be affiliated with you. And Kel will move if it means that he can, he has to, because you're a sportbook.
I would move anywhere. Anywhere in the country.
Anywhere in the country. He will move. He will move anywhere. He would like to stay within the United States, preferably.
Yes.
But outside of that, he'll move anywhere. He would move to Anchorage, Alaska, if he needed to.
I'm a big cold guy too. That would be wonderful.
It would be ideal for you.
Yeah.
It would be the literal opposite side of the country from where you are now.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I listen, there's no downside here. Sponsor us. We would love it. We're going to have a short show today, an abbreviated show. We're not doing the normal segments, but we are going to bring you the tabletop. And then obviously we are going to bring you the NFL schedule reveal, which Kel has majority. I have to find it so I can put it up. But we will be doing all of that. Plus a little PGA championship. We got a couple. We have our favorite bets for the PGA championship. Jeff, the all wise and powerful of Fans First Sports Network, has given us his favorite pick for the PGA Championship. Thank you, Jeff, for firing that in. He's a big golf guy, just like myself. I'm actually golfing tomorrow. Shh, don't tell the bosses. But yes, we'll be doing that. I've got a top 10 finish that I really like. I think it's the best bet. Kel, do you have a bet? Do you have a bet yet?
I have two. One's a very cheap bet. The other one is a very long shot bet.
Oh, nice. I like all of those things, to be fair. I might look for a long shot winner that I think might sneak up the leaderboard too. So we'll look at that. But yes, I have a top 10, a top 20, and a winner bet. So we'll definitely get into that. But before we do that, we have to hit it's green, it's soft, it's plushy. It's the main reason why you start. It is the tabletop. Right. Sir Thomas of House Stats likes the Twins money line today. He said game one. I think that's already gone final, but he liked that. He likes Skubal to get 8+ Ks today. He likes the Oilers money line, likes the Panthers money line in the hockey. He likes an assist from Malner, and he likes a Matthews goal. All things that I can get behind. Kel, do you have any rationale with any of those before we jump into the next guy?
I I don't really. Matthews, I'm a big fan of that. He's the face that runs the place. He's been firing on all cylinders, and you'll see when I get to my picks there. So that's a big one for me. But the rest, I just got to trust Tommy.
Yeah, I can't really hate on Tommy. He knows where he needs to put his money. So that's big, especially with hockey. Right now, he's on fire. Man, you call him Butta because he's on a roll. And you'll see that with the records afterwards. But Kel, you are actually up next, so go ahead and fire yours, my guy.
Yes, and speaking of Austin Matthews, he's the first one on there. Three plus shots on goal and the over of 5.5 goals. Matthews has hit this over in 4 of his 5 games against Florida. Matthews, in the playoff. Wait, I'm sorry. The over, is hit in 4 of the 5 games for Florida. But Matthews, 3 plus shots on goal, has hit in all but 1 playoff game he's played in. So as I said before, he has been firing on all cylinders. He has really been firing on all cylinders. So I love 3 plus shots on goal there. Next, I have Tariq Skubal, 8 plus Ks, Kerry Carpenter hit in a Tigers money line. Skubal is striking out this opposing lineup at 21.5% clip. The Red Sox have the second most strikeouts in the league right now. They are not a very patient bunch, so I think a pitcher as wise as Skubal can get the job done. Kerry Carpenter is just a hitting machine, and the Tigers have been on a roll, so I will take the Tigers there. Finally, Josh Jung, 1 plus hits and a Rangers money line. Rockies are butt cheeks. There's no other way to say it. Rangers are playing way below where they should be right now, but I still think they get the job done. And Josh Jung is one of the better hitters on this Rangers team with a 280-something batting average. I think he's just below like Josh Smith.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I have no qualms with what you bring to the bat there, Sir Kel of House Dog. Sorry, I saw Sir Thomas of House Stats and figured I'd roll with it too. But yeah, I agree with you, Tariq Skubal. If you can still get that bet, that game's already started. So if you can still get that bet, I like that. Rangers game hasn't started, and the hockey game has not either, so you can get both of those at the standard. But yeah, I love all 3. I'm actually riding the Skubal bet. It's off my tabletop, but I actually have that bet. So, but speaking of another tabletop, Rob the Parlay Guy, you could probably watch his video that he posted. I don't know if you posted it or if he posted it, Kel, or if it is even posted. You posted it? Because you're a goddamn model American, Kel Dog. That's the reason why you posted. So you can watch Rob's bet and his explanations here, but he's got a hit parlay with a little strikeout action. He is definitely favoring the Braves on the back half of that. But I mean, when the shoe fits, wear it, right? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. They're going up against a who are they facing? Oh, there it is, the Nationals. At home. So yeah, I like that. And not a strong pitcher in Parker. So that makes sense. And then you have Manny Machado tonight versus Kyle Hendricks. Yeah, that's an easy dub for him to get a hit. And then Dansby going up against Weathers. Might be a tough matchup for Dansby, but I don't hate it.
He's got the dad strength now.
Yeah, he does. That is huge. That is huge, by the way.
Dude's really been coming up playing to that contract now.
Absolutely, and that's what you needed. So yeah, grab that Rob the Parlay Guy plus 469. It's good odds there. And then I myself have 3 PDs for you as the PD King. You got to kind of have to do them. I like the Blue Jays to get the win and Bassett have 6 plus Ks. Don't ask me why. Again, I am going all field bets. So actually, I went all field bets this week, and I'm like even money. Well, not even. I'm actually up units, but I'm like even with my field bets. So I'm actually going to look at the numbers to see if the numbers back my my field bets right now. So it's kind of funny. I literally looked and went, yeah, I think he can do that. Yeah, I think he can do that too. Bassett, 26% strikeout rate versus this Tampa Bay Rays lineup. Over 35 plate appearances, but he's been pitching better. Not a lot of strikeouts. His ex-WOBA isn't great, but it's in Toronto. All right. Numbers don't love it, but hey, I like it anyway. Lodolo, the numbers love this pick, by the way. He is striking out the White Sox lineup at a 31% clip, and he has an ex-WOBA of 2.07 against this White Sox lineup. The numbers love that pick. And then last, we like the the Yamamoto versus the Athletics. Obviously, he's only faced 2 of these guys in the roster, so he's only has 2 plate appearances against. But I mean, when he did that, he did get 50% strikeout rate. So, got to take the Yamamoto in the Dodgers line. I mean, the Dodgers are so good. You just kind of can't not like them. So, that's where we're at. That is the tabletop today. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna remove. Well, I'll throw these up real quick. Yeah, we're all still happy. Nobody's on the not streak, and these are records updated. The bottom is not correct. 750 is 0 for 6, and the underdog is actually 2 for 4.
Ooh.
So there's that. And I don't know how y'all did on the performance doubles yesterday. So I don't know if they went better. But the performance doubles cannot be negative because they only bet 2 of them yesterday. So there is that. Let's go ahead and jump into the PGA Championship. I'm going to go ahead and throw up the odds on this bad boy. Kel, you want to go ahead and start with Jeff's pick and give the people who Jeff likes?
Jeff, the all-wise and powerful Jeff, who leads this whole operation at Fans First Sportsnet Network. He likes, I gotta pull it up there. Shoot.
Son of a biscuit.
Justin Thomas at plus 2,200 is his best bang for your buck pick.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I actually have him at plus 2,000, but I still like it at plus 2,000. So I can't really hate on that action either. I also have a quote unquote longer shot for the PGA Championship, and it is Ludwig Ahlberg.
Oh,
I'm a big fan of Ahlberg, and he's at 25-1. So that's my my quote unquote long shot pick to win. I've been a fan of Ahlberg for a while. I had him coming up big in the Masters. He failed me, but I did have him to finish top 10, and he did. So that was where I made my money at the Masters as well. Is Ahlberg. I also had Ahlberg without the big guns, like Rory and DeChambeau and all that, and he hit that. So, no, he missed because of Justin Rose.
Yeah.
But I was able to cash out before that happened when he was starting to make his run, and I was like, I don't know, cash out. So I still made money, even though he did not win that bet. I was just hoping Rose would get out. I was like, go, get out, Rose. What are you doing? Get out of here. And he was making a charge late. I was like, oh, maybe. And I was like, tripled my money, cash out. So that's what I did. So I made money, even though he would not have made me money. But yes, Ludwig Ahlberg, I like him at 25-1 to win. Kels, who's your winner? You like
my so I always my underdog, my big winner that I want to go with is Jordan Spieth at plus 4,000. He is chasing that Grand Slam accomplishment, if you will.
Sure.
So I'm gonna ride the vibes on that and hope for a good day. Otherwise, whenever I do one of these, I always back myself up with a cheaper option. I'm going with Scotty Scheffler plus 425, like just as a backup plan.
Yeah, you actually have better odds with Scotty than I do. I have him at plus 400, so there's a win for soft paper. Yeah, I don't hate that either. I mean, it's Scotty. He's always going to be in play. If you get him, he's not quite to the Tiger level of him or the field.
Yeah,
because there were so many times in majors where it was like Tiger is 200 and then the field is minus 250 or whatever. It's kind of crazy to think that was a thing, that one guy in a field of like 100 they were literally 2-1 to win. It's absolutely nuts. It's like a horse being 2-1 in the Kentucky Derby, except even worse. Like it's even further odds for that. So that it's absolutely insane. I'm gonna jump in. I love both those options, especially Spieth with where he's at. That's actually really good value. So I don't hate that either. And if he can get on a run, his putter has been the thing that's let him down.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I mean, if he can find his putter, he'll be really, really well off there. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm going to go with my top 5 finishers. So players that I like to win and get into the top 5. I like DeChambeau at plus 175 to be a top 5 finisher. Anytime you can get DeChambeau at plus money for him to be there at the top of the leaderboard, like I think he will be, you got to take it plus 175 there. Top 10 finish, I like John Rahm plus 140. I like Rahm to finish within the top 10. And then for top 20 finish, I mean, can you go wrong with a little Joaquin Neiman?
Yeah.
Joaquin Neiman to finish in the top 10. He's basically even money to finish in the top 20. So, and that's including ties. So if he's 19 and there's like 50 tied for 19 and he's one of them, he finishes in the top 20. So yeah, I like Joaquin Neiman at plus 105 there. Those are my hot tips on the PGA Tour. You getting a little plus money action. Big fan of it. Big fan of it. Yeah, I think that wraps up the betting section of this. If anybody likes any bets and you want to drop in any comments, we'd love to see that. Here we go. Ooh, parlay guy. Cowboys Commanders on Christmas Day. Let's go. Wow. Perfect segue to what we're talking about. And we're going to go week by week on this bad boy and kind of discuss everything. I'm going to look up I'm going to look it up so that way I can pull it up here. But yeah, let's talk about Kel. I'm trying to they're slowly revealing it. So unless you can see everything.
So
I'm only seeing partials.
I could see the Bears, but I know 7:00 was when they were supposed to be really gung-ho on releasing stuff.
Really firing it out.
Yeah. It's where they do all those fun little videos that like
I get you. Yeah, I get you. Well, I mean, we could go with what we've got so far. So I'm actually I have ESPN pulled up. Mm-hmm. So currently all we know for week 1 is that the Thursday night game to kick off the season will be Dallas in Philly. I think that's a shot at Jerry Jones, to be very clear, with the fact that his team's going to have to watch his division rival, who everybody was like clowning on and saying, oh my gosh, can't believe, blah, 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 blah. They don't have rings. I know they were more successful than us in the early 2000s, but they don't have rings. Now we have 2, dang it. All you Dallas fans, suck it up, Buttercup. I know you got 5, but half of them were before you were born, so get out of here. But yeah, so that's what we have for week 1. Week 2, we don't have anything yet, according to ESPN. This is becoming weird. Okay, week 4, we know that the Thursday night game is Minnesota at Pittsburgh.
Ooh.
Interesting. It really depends on who's playing quarterback for Pittsburgh, whether that'll be a interesting, like a really in-depth piece.
Yeah.
There. But that Thursday night game, it's got to be a Thursday, right? It's the NFL Network. Oh, no. That's the Ireland game. We knew that one.
Oh, 9:30 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's going to be week 4. We know the Cleveland, Minnesota in England in week 5. Minnesota they're just going to spend 2 weeks over there, apparently. Well, hang on that.
Jacksonville and all them, they just get boned every year.
Yeah. That's not the best. New York, that's the London game, is week 6. Week 7, there's Jacksonville. So they're revealing all the across the pond games early.
Yeah.
And that's all they've got. Oh, okay, here we go. Another one, Germany. And then the Monday night game we knew that got leaked yesterday. Philadelphia at Green Bay. Rematch of the NFC wildcard game. Then Washington at Miami in Spain.
Wow.
That's what we know so far. Oh, how do we feel here, Kel? Chicago going to Philly on Black Friday.
That's going to be an interesting game because I think, actually, I have the Bears schedule pulled up here. Really getting to that Eagles game is going to be the first real test of a good defense for Caleb Williams with all those new pieces he has. Mm-hmm. So with that, plus like our defense is going to have Dennis Allen controlling things. The defense has new pieces like Grady Jarrett and whatnot. So I think it should be a fun game in the end.
Yeah, I tend not to disagree with that thought. I think Caleb Williams could have I think he could have an up year compared to last year. I think your O-line's more improved. I'm still not a fan of Caleb, and I've said it. I said it before he was drafted. I figured he would be the Bo Nix, or not the Bo Callahan of of like modern day Bo Callahan from draft day.
Mhm.
Like I don't love what he's got, you know what I mean? But I see the talent and I see what could come of it. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, there's no way he's good." You know?
No, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, he had a good year last year
Yeah.
with a crappy O line and Dimple dumb idiot. I didn't want to swear there as his
Yeah, sure.
OC.
Sure.
Like I forgot his name now because that's how little I believe in him.
Eberflus?
Not yeah, Eberflus, but the Waldron was the OC. Caleb is douche. Well, Rob, like you need to relax. With Waldron and Eberflus in his ear, and he's a rookie. Like, what do you expect from the guy? He still had a good year, but obviously he's going to make some mistakes.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm with you. Christmas Day, there's that Dallas Washington Christmas Day. Detroit at Minnesota on Christmas Day. It's kind of interesting, and then Denver at Kansas City on Christmas night. How do you feel about like NFL on Christmas? I
Eh,
don't know how I feel about it, honestly.
I think
I
it's
could go either way.
it doesn't feel right. It feels
It
weird.
doesn't. I don't mind Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve makes more sense for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm with you.
Like Christmas Eve makes more sense because there's a lot more like Christmas Eve parties where like everyone's walking around or like all that stuff and it's on in the background. Christmas
Mhm.
Day, it's more like families together hanging out kind of a day where it's like you don't want to watch football, you want to watch movies.
I'm with you. I tend to agree with you too. It makes it a little tough. Now Thanksgiving, I'm all about the football on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Like Thanksgiving and football. It's like Maryland and crab cakes in football. That's what Maryland does. Thanksgiving is turkey in football. That's what Thanksgiving does.
Yeah.
So that is a match made in heaven, like peanut butter and tuna fish. What the heck's that movie? Peanut butter and tuna fish.
Wasn't that Big Daddy?
It is Big Daddy. You're
Yeah.
correct. It is. Yep. So yeah, it was lamb and tuna fish. It wasn't peanut butter. It was lamb and tuna fish.
Lamb and tuna fish. Yeah.
Lamb and tuna fish. I knew I was misquoting that. So, but yeah. So those are whoa. Hey, we don't need that. Those are all the games that we have so far. Is ESPN like airing something live? Is that what's going on there?
I don't think so because they do those little videos. Like each team does a little video every year.
Okay, because like the Eagles haven't announced their big schedule yet.
Yeah.
So I can't see their schedule. You're saying the Bears, though, family who watches together stays together. It's so true. Oh boy. I'm seeing a ball roll to the wall and a Cardinal run into second. That's a problem. Yeah, so I can't see what you have, but you saying the Bears are up. How are you getting the Bears schedule?
So the Bears, I'm getting it through various insiders. So
Okay.
what I'm reading could be way off.
Okay.
But like they're supposed to drop their video actually like 15 minutes ago.
Gotcha. I'm looking. I'm scouring X to find what we need to find.
I'm curious if they did.
Let's see here. Watch the full video. Bears schedule leak. I feel like that's not correct. I feel like those are spam. Okay, so I have the Bears. They're home to Minnesota, away to Detroit, home to Dallas, away to the Raiders. Then the bye week is week 5, away to Washington, home to the Saints, away to the Ravens, away to Cincinnati, home to the Giants, away to Minnesota, home to the Steelers, away to the Eagles, away to Green Bay. That's a tough back-to-back.
God.
Home versus Cleveland, home versus Green Bay, away to San Francisco, and then you finish the season home to Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I got.
That is tough. That is rough. I don't know how I feel about that for you.
I mean, I could see 7 to 8 wins in there.
Okay, so I have Okay, Eagles Nation on Twitter or X or whatever the heck you want to call it posted their schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. They have no back-to-back home games. So they're saying that we knew this one. Week 2 at Kansas City. Then home versus the Rams at Green. Why are we at Tampa Bay early every time? Can we get a Tampa Bay game not in September? Please. Please.
Why do you got a problem with Tampa Bay?
Literally we can't beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay.
No, fair point.
And every bloody time it's been in September. Like, can we get Tampa Bay in November? Like, can we just switch it up a little bit? Why are we always going to Tampa Bay in September and it's still hot and we got to wear the midnight greens because Tampa Bay's like, I'm wearing white at home, and so then they're putrid hot and the humidity gets it's just trash. Ugh, come on, schedule makers.
I was gonna say, could it be because well, it keeps you on the East Coast because you got to go away home.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that fact. It's just annoying. It's so annoying. Not a fan. And shout out our DMs that I'm just posting up there, by the way. But yeah, like, just, Denver, home versus it's literally their home away. They have 2 away games in a row, Thursday night and then at Minnesota. Yeah, again, but that's a short drive for them. That's just right up the turnpike, so that's not bad.
Yeah.
By week 9, not horrible. At Buffalo late. God. Why can't we have Buffalo in September and then Tampa Bay late? God.
Maybe they want Eagles Buffalo in the snow. They're hoping for that.
Hail Mary rematch. What's the bet, Kel?
Rob, we already have a bet. Why do we need another bet?
Well, he wants as many bets he can get. Spoiler alert, parlay guy. Tell me how that Halliburton jersey feels, dog. Because he has to buy that now. To buy that Halliburton jersey. Sucks to suck, dog. You were so emphatic. I was like, I don't know. I think it goes 7, but I don't know. Oh, good Lord. Aaron Nola just gave up the lead. Gosh darn it. Can't bet him anymore. Can't bet him. All right. So there's that. What other teams are we intrigued by?
What other teams are we intrigued by?
Yeah. What other teams are we intrigued by? I mean, I got the Giants schedule. See how bad they are. Away, home versus Kansas City. Yeah, it's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They have week 14 by 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, God, I was reading that wrong. I thought they were going five straight away.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going down the column.
Yeah. I mean, those first, what is this, the Giants? Those first 4 don't look great for them.
No. Honestly, the best they get through the first 6 is 2 and 4, because I'm only seeing 2 games they could possibly win.
The Saints and the Cowboys?
No.
Wow.
Saints and Chargers.
Wow.
Chargers have to come all the way to the East Coast.
Okay.
I'm not saying they win it, to be clear, but the fact that they have to fly, the Chargers have to come to the East Coast, play a 1:00 game. That's always tough for West Coast teams.
Yeah.
And the Chargers are meh.
Yeah. So I can sweep you. If you watch my slip, you would know.
All right. Oh, apparently you post the slip. You don't watch it. You don't screen those slips, Kel. How dare you? I'm just kidding.
I would think if it's part one of us, we would have the forethought of going, oh, we don't need to screen it.
I guess that's fair. No,
Yeah.
that's fair. Nope. All right, hand up accountability. That's on me.
So he said something about me, and I'm the one that posted. Great. Great.
Always not a good look here.
No.
Oh man,
You look like you're having fun over there.
there's terrible content, dude. It's sick. I mean, Nola has a 5-1 lead and gives it up. He always has one blow up inning, and today's the top of the third's the blow up inning. Gosh darn it, Nola. We need you to go deep. I know Luzardo pitched really good today, but we need you to go deep too. All right, so that's the Giants schedule. Who else was trash last year? Should we go over the Raiders? See if I can find the Raiders schedule.
We probably should.
We should. I mean, just for for the content. For the gram.
For the gram.
For the cram. All right. And again, I don't know if this is right.
Raiders AQ has a schedule.
Yeah, I don't know how I mean, can we confirm that? I don't know if that's confirmed. Let me look and see if I can back check it with the Eagles schedule.
Oh, this makes sense. They have an NFL schedule release on NFL Network. So it's a TV special.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't know that. I thought they were doing social media again. Why are they trying on Wednesday mornings this year?
That's good. No, I like that. I'm with that. That's funny. All right, so I mean at least one of them checks out from what we got. Let me go ahead and read that schedule that he has.
Shoot, I went away from it.
Okay, I can get it. I can get it back.
No, I got it. All right, here we go. All right, so Raiders, they go at Pats, home against the Chargers, at the Commanders, home against the Bears, at Colts, home against the Titans, at KC, bye on week 8, home against Jags, at Denver, home against Dallas and Cleveland, at the Chargers, home against Denver, at Philly, at Houston, home against the Giants, home against the Chiefs.
Okay.
I mean,
it
seems very across the board there.
Yeah, no, I mean it's not bad here. I got it, so I can pull it up there. There it is. Raiders schedule. Let's zoom. Nope. Hold on. Let's try that. There we go. So Pats Chargers on Monday night. That's an interesting one. Home opener on Monday night for the Pats or for the Raiders. Commanders. That'll be tough.
Bears. That's an L for them.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Kirk Cousins. I would like that.
You like that?
You like that?
Oh wow! And the Phillies just tied up with a Kyle Schwarber bomb. With a Schwarber bomb. Man doesn't get a hit in game 1. Doesn't get on base. Ends the on base streak. Steps up. Bomb.
Bombs away.
Jaeger bomb. Yeah, I don't hate that for the Raiders schedule. I mean, do we really feel like the Raiders are do we feel like they're going to be good? Honestly, though.
I think they're going to be meh. Because, I mean, they got Geno.
Geno.
So, like, Geno will take him from bad to meh.
Meh. Okay, that's fair. I don't disagree. Sorry, I'm also trying to mess with my settings because I zoomed in, and now I can't remember where I was. Like, is that right? Does that look good? I don't think I was at 100%. Was I? Raiders will be a top 10 pick again next year. I don't disagree.
Yeah, it's not a bad call.
Not a bad call. Shout out Shout out to who I would like to sponsor this video, but they're not going to.
Dude, that'd be awesome. If we had like free Chick-fil-A while we did this.
I mean, I'd be in to be. That's my diet lemonade from last night.
That's fantastic.
It's incredible. I went to my old restaurant and got like 4 refills of my large diet lemonade. I should have brought like something to dump my. Actually, I should have looked at my buddy and just been like, "Hey, you're gonna throw away that diet lemonade in like 5 minutes anyway. Just make me a gallon. Make me a gallon real quick. Just real quick." I love how the first game of this doubleheader between the Phillies and the Cardinals was like a 2-1 victory, and then this game's just an absolute slugfest.
Yeah,
it's just insane. Let's see who else do we want to look at? Do we want to look at the commies?
might as well.
Let's look at the commies. Commies.
We got a commie
schedule. Yeah, we got commie loser in the chat. I'm just kidding. He's not a loser. You're a loser.
He's our best friend.
Our bestest good friend. All right, so we have. There we go. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we have Giants week 1, week 2 at the Packers, home versus the Raiders, at the Falcons, at the Chargers, home versus the Bears week 6 Monday Night Football, at the Cowboys, at the Chiefs, home to the Seahawks, home to the Lions, in Madrid for the Dolphins game week 11. Then you have a week 12 bye. Broncos at home versus the Broncos Sunday Night Football, at the Vikings, at the Giants, home versus the Eagles on the Saturday before Christmas, and then at home versus the Cowboys on Christmas Day, and then at the Eagles to be determined week 18.
Wow.
That is a rough finish.
Yeah.
For them. Commanders probably start off, I would say 4-2. I would say 4-2. You're going to beat the Giants. Packers is a coin flip. You're going to beat the Raiders. You're going to beat the Falcons in Atlanta. Because you have to fly West Coast, it's a coin flip there, and then the Bears is a coin flip. I would tend to think that they would beat the Bears because they're at home. It's the only reason why I give them the leg up.
I mean, they were at home last year and they won off a Hail Mary because of Dingle dumbass.
Yeah, well, and I get you there. Here's what I'm going to say about the evolution of Jaden Daniels versus the evolution of Caleb Williams. Jaden Daniels was good until the bye week last year, and then he found another level.
Yeah.
Because they were also going for it on 4th down. Dan Quinn was like, I'm going to play gambler now. But, like, Jaden Daniels got exposed in the NFC Championship game. Now, like, how exposed can someone get in the NFC Championship game? Like, you made it to the NFC Championship game. Like, all right. Like, I know everybody out there is like, calm down, CJ. I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, like, you keep the man in the pocket and don't let him scramble, you're not gonna you're gonna have success. And later on in the year, they let him kind of improvise a little bit more out of structure. Dan Quinn's a very, very big structure guy. And I think he realized Jaden Daniels is better outside of structure when he can kind of, make things happen.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of led to the evolution there.
Yeah.
So I think Jaden Daniels now, and I think he'll progress even more next year, to be clear.
Yeah.
I don't know. And again, I saw less progression from Caleb Williams throughout the year. But Caleb Williams started a little bit better than Jaden Daniels, but then Jaden Daniels eclipsed him later.
Yeah.
It all depends on that jump. If I see a good jump from Caleb Williams from 1 to 2. So that's the reason why. And yes, it's week 6. It's Monday night. It's in Washington. If that game's in Chicago, I give the Bears the leg.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
That makes sense.
It's the same reason why I'm like, I don't know how I feel about at Packers. So I think they start the first 6, 4-2.
The Packers are.
Yeah, they're mad, but they're still at home. And Jordan
I-
Love is still good. And it's Thursday night. You have to travel
Yeah,
on a short week.
that's fair.
Something to think about. So it's like the Chargers, the Packers, and the Bears. Like between the Bears and the Packers, they're losing one.
Yeah.
And then between the Chargers and Falcons going 2, I think they lose the Chargers. But regardless, I mean, they're still at that point. And then you got at Cowboys, at Chiefs. So you're looking midway through the season, first 8 games, they're probably 5-3.
Which is not bad.
I think they get mollywopped by the Chiefs in Arrowhead.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, their finishing schedule, like they get the Vikings late, which I think is trash this year, to be clear. I think you want to face the Vikings early this year because you don't know what you're getting out of JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So I think later on in the year would be a lot harder to face McCarthy. Like the Eagles get McCarthy week 7. I would have much rather it been like week 3. But like principle remains the same. Bears.
Nobody cares. Commanders by 20. Commanders by 20.
20. That's a bold statement, Cotton. He is riding high on that NFC Championship game, and he's the first one to tell you that like the worst thing you could do is give a Commanders fan hope. The man's got so much hope right now. It's insane.
It's like Pat with his Knicks.
Dude, book it. All right.
I'm just bet slip, Rob.
Yeah, submit. Oh my god, another homer by. Who the freak hit that one? Win. Can't stand that. I gotta get off this so I can watch this terrible game.
Mason's going for the win.
I can't stand him.
Okay, well.
I can't. Anybody that wears a Cardinal jersey, I'm out on.
That just seems a little rude, but okay. I agree with you, but that seems a little rude.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that jersey burns me. The fact that I had to wear that for a show. Like I have an industrial glove so I can ship the Pat.
Like, did you recover afterward?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of calamine lotion, but yeah, I mean, we got away.
Okay.
Yeah, there was at least 2nd-degree burns on my body after I was wearing that shirt. It was just brutal.
Oh,
it's brutal. Just thank goodness I wore an undershirt. It would have been 3rd degree. I would have had to get skin grafts.
Jesus,
that's how much it burned. The burn. Horror. So, but I mean, who else do we want to look at? We'll definitely. I mean the podcast tomorrow is going to be this. We're going to talk schedule. We're going to do this again. So I don't want to harp on it too much here, but
like everybody bring their team schedule and we'll just dissect each.
Well, I was thinking go week by week and have at it. I'm in.
Oh, just full schedule.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, just like, who do we think? I mean, we're going to be doing it week by week for the podcast later, like during the season, but might as well. If we're going to have a field day, let's have a field day. Might as well.
When we get more crazy picks, like Commanders by 20.
Yeah, Commanders by 1 billion. What?
What?
By 1 billion millimeters? What? So, but yeah, I mean, that's nuts. The Chiefs. Let's look at the Chiefs. They have a chance to come back, maybe. See what they got. Chiefs schedule. All right. They start off at Chargers, and they're home versus the Eagles, which we knew. At the Giants. Home versus the Ravens. That'll be a very good game week 4 early. At Jacksonville on Monday night. At home versus the Lions on Sunday night. Home versus the Raiders. home versus the Commanders. So they have 3 straight home games. Then they go to the Bills. Then they have a Week 10 bye. At Broncos, home versus the Colts. At Cowboys for Thanksgiving. We did know that. Home versus the Texans. Home versus the Chargers. Where are their road games? I'm staring down the barrel of 3 straight home games. So that's 5 and 4 in the first, and then they go away, home, away, home, home, away, home, away. They have an extra home game this year because they face the Eagles at home. Still, it's crazy.
So
I don't like it. I don't like giving Patrick Mahomes an extra home game. It's just trash.
seems like favoritism, to be completely honest, but
Sure.
Eh.
I'm 100% with you.
yeah,
Favoritism.
favoritism.
Book it.
Book it.
Favoritism. I don't like it.
Favoritism.
I don't like favoring the Chiefs in anything,
Which we've seen,
especially the Super Bowl.
especially the Super Bowl.
Especially Super Bowl. Shouldn't have been favored. I guess this is nonsense.
This is blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. It was and is. Wow. One of the easiest schedules of the year, finally getting the 1 seed and final game to be played at Highmark, beating the Chiefs. So they're saying the Bills have the easiest schedule to get the 1 seed. All right, let's look at the Bills.
I'm intrigued. Rob, what's your question? Question.
Question?
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 Just picture him raising his hand.
Question? Question mark? Question? Question mark?
Question mark.
Question mark?
Yeah.
All right. Bills, I got the Bills up.
Okay.
They actually have a cool graphic, so I'm going to pull it up. Home versus the Ravens, at the Jets, home versus Miami, home versus the Saints. They got 3 straight home games. Must be nice. And then at Atlanta, bye week at Carolina, home versus the Chiefs, at Miami, home versus Tampa Bay. So they don't have to travel to Tampa. Bull crap. At Houston, at Steelers, home versus Cincinnati. So here's the other. I'll give this fact. If the Bills are as good as we think they are, they might not play anybody week 17 and week 18. Unless they really want to just beat the Eagles just for whatever.
Yeah.
What if the NFL did a draft lottery instead to prevent tanking? No.
Yeah.
I don't love the lottery in itself anyway. You want me to be completely honest with you, I don't love the lottery as itself.
I thought you were going to explain yourself.
Well, I think the worst team should get the first pick every time. I understand the tanking aspect and you want to prevent it, but worst team should get first pick. If you want to, because the league shares funds in the NFL more than pretty much every other franchise, like you've got to make yourself a brand. So like the NFL gets all the TV deals. Not exact, but parity does not exist as much as it used to. I think the NFL has a lot more parity than pretty much every sport. I would actually argue against that. I would argue there's more parity in the NFL than any other sport. You always have like 4 or 5 new playoff teams every year.
Well, also
There's
the NFL has a what's it called? An advantage of not having 20 teams in the playoffs or 25 teams in the. It's like they have 8, 12.
They have 7 per, so it's 14 out of 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've expanded it. So I mean, I don't know how you feel about that, but yeah, I don't love it all, to be clear, but I think there's more parity in the NFL than there is in any other sport.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. I look at your Commanders. You went from absolute trash to the NFC Championship last year.
Yeah.
There's some franchises that will always be bad because some franchises just aren't run well. They're just not run well.
Yeah.
So those franchises will always be trash, i.e. the Jets.
Yeah.
It's a trash franchise. The Raiders, not a good franchise.
The Packers, just a trash franchise.
Well, but they have success. Not exactly it's trash for you, and I understand.
Like,
but like
mid trash.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Mediocre trash.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. There's just so much. So those teams will always be bad until they change ownership or whatever. Washington was bad every year. They change ownership. They get the players they need, and they're in. Just saying.
Yeah.
Saying. Well, this has been a preview of the podcast for tomorrow. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Just get ready for tomorrow for the full schedule reveal.
Absolutely.
We're gonna have fun on it. But that's gonna wrap it up. Here's the records one more time. I'll drop the tabletop for you one more time. I know you probably can't get half of these bets now, but this has been just the BetSlips for Keldog and myself. We promise you one thing and one thing only. And that is to bring you the hot tips to help your bet slips. We will see you live tomorrow. Look out for the BetSlips. Live Friday. Look out for the BetSlips tomorrow, as it's podcast day tomorrow, so we'll be recording that. But yeah, until next time, responsibly go and chase that bag. We'll catch you next time. Take it easy, y'all.